Eagle Nation, welcome to the 2020 Guspy Awards. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Danny Reed. You all look beautiful tonight. Even you, Coach Lunsford. I think it's safe to say that this athletic season, this time that we're in, it's been unlike anything that we've ever seen. Football, they played through the rain. A lot of rain. The sleet, the snow, the wind. They also played through the loss of a teammate. But still, they went to Boone and won for the first time in a dozen years, and went to back-to-back bowl games for the first time ever. Men's basketball, they won 20 games for the third straight year, and finally won in Atlanta twice. And women's basketball, well, they swept the Panthers this year, and all of that was done for the first time since any of our current athletes were born. Speaking of Southern Knott State, you heard that quite a bit this year. We won the rivalry series for the first time ever. Baseball swept Georgia, taking 3 games over a top 5 team for the first time ever. We welcomed a new AD. We were ready for anything, almost anything. And just like that, it was all gone. In the last few weeks, they've allowed us to remember the good times. They've allowed us to learn from our struggles. And most importantly, they've allowed us to prepare for what's to come, whatever that is. But the games, the crowds, the energy, they're all going to come back. And Eagle Nation, when it all comes back, it's going to be unlike anything we've ever seen. We begin tonight by throwing it to our Director of Strength and Conditioning for Olympic Sports, Don Day.
Thanks, Danny. Now, the nominees for the Female Iron Eagle are
Nicole Franks, basketball. Micaiah Freeman, softball. Baylor Bumford, volleyball. Nora Falnez, soccer.
And the winner of the Iron Eagle Award goes to Baylor Bumford! And the nominees for the Iron Eagle Award on the male population of student athletes are
Noah Ledford, baseball. Isaiah Crawley, basketball. Ike Smith, basketball. Jay Bowdry, football.
And the winner of the Male Iron Eagle Award goes to Isaiah P. Crawley!
Thanks a lot, Don. Now let's move on to this year's Athletic Director team, sponsored by Northland Communications. The Athletic Director team is made up of any student athlete who has recorded 7 continuous semesters with a 3.0 term GPA or higher. Here's this year's team. From baseball, Stephen Curry. From swimming and diving, Elizabeth Kimmy. From women's swimming and diving, Ashley Kubel. From women's swimming and diving, Marky Duffy. From men's tennis, Santiago Suarez. From men's golf, Lucas Alaculpi. From men's golf, Brett Barron. From women's soccer, Nicole Austin. From volleyball, Carly Turner. From volleyball, Casey Baker. From women's tennis, Ariane DeWinter. From women's golf, Ella Ofstedal. From women's golf, Juliana Colette. From men's soccer, Sander Wang. And from men's soccer, Cody Prentice. Congratulations to every member of this year's All-Athletic Director team. Now it's on to this year's Photo of the Year, sponsored by your local Ford dealers. And Eagle Nation, you had a chance to vote on this. We gave you 64 photos to choose from in a bracket-style competition. Our 3 other finalists this year were J.I. Clemens Stadium versus Georgia, Wesley Kennedy III versus Appalachian State, and the Yellow School Buses. And the winner is Micaiah Freeman's Catch versus Monmouth on February 22nd, 2020. Now it's time for the Professor of the Year, voted on by the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. And the winner is, from the Parker College of Business, Dr. Axel Grossman.
So first thing, just Dr. Grossman, we don't want to keep you here long, but we just wanted to get you in to hear the news that we have for you. So last week we went through a process and we nominated and voted on our, athlete nominated Professor of the Year and Sunbelt Conference Staff of the Year. So through our nomination process, athletes across our campus voted that you were our Professor of the Year. So that just means we're grateful for you and thankful for everything that you did for us. And so we just wanted to get you in on the call to let you know.
That's totally unexpected. First of all, thank you. Wow, what an honor. I mean, it's always nice to work with the athletic department. I mean, there's one thing here at Georgia Southern which always strikes me, how good the athletic students are. You're really an example. You are not the students who are struggling because you are doing the athletic stuff. You are the students who are always the best in my class. And that's a really, really nice honor. I didn't expect it at all. I was wondering what it's about. I thought it was a project that you guys were working on. You need some financial help or something like that. I didn't expect that at all. So, wow, I feel really honored and humbled by that. So, thank you so much.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you.
Dr. Grossman.
Hey.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, yeah, good. How are you? So I just want to say congrats. I got to work with you in SIA for a little bit, so you definitely deserve this award. It's not just because of whatever you do for the school, but like how you help all the athletes, and you're just always open-minded about like our matches and everything. So yeah, I just want to say congrats.
Thank you. It means really a lot to me. Okay, to get this honor here. I mean, working with you guys and with the students and seeing all your success all the time is just what makes my day. Whenever you have good news, let me know, because whenever I get an email, you got a job or you accomplished something, it makes my day. Okay, so I wish you all the best, every single one of you guys. I know it's not the best times, but things will get better. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I guess that's it for me, right?
Yeah, that's all we had for you today. But you're welcome to stay if you want to hear the rest of what we have to go through. But
no, I think you're more comfortable with the professors not present.
Okay.
Take care, guys, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Dr. Grossman, we congratulate you. Moving right along to this year's Comeback Athlete of the Year, and this is always a very special award, voted on each year by Georgia Southern's athletic trainers. This year's winner, from Georgia Southern football, Drew Wilson.
Technically, I'm legally blind, and it kind of sucks, but I really don't feel blind. I started noticing that I had a change in vision in my right eye. It was very blurry, and I thought it was a contact at first, but it turned out to be a lot worse. I had a torn retina in my right eye, and I had to have 4 surgeries in a span of 3 months. It was devastating because I was a 2-year starter going into my junior year, and then this happened, and I had to leave school for a whole semester. I had to leave my football team. I had to leave all my friends, my coaches, and I just felt like I wasn't the same person anymore without football in my life because I didn't know whether I was going to get to come back and play and be with my brothers again. I had to do a lot of peripheral training, a lot of just getting used to overcompensate for my right eye, so it's, you know, the vision is so blurry now. When I close this eye, I really can't see anything, but you know, this left eye is working for me, so no, I really don't feel blind. I'm extremely lucky. I'm extremely blessed because a lot of people don't get to do what I've done, or, you know, I just put everything on God, and, you know, He blessed me enough to come back from this. And, you know, every day I wake up in the morning, I always thank Him for everything that He does, whether it's good or it's bad. I always thank Him. Most people don't know that, you know, when you're home and you're away from, you know, all this and all your friends and all your teammates, and you really have your family. That's it. There's nobody else. You know, people around my town were asking me, why are you here? Why aren't you at school? And I tell them, and they're like, oh, you're probably going to end up staying here now. No, I'm going back. Like, and there was times where I did believe them, and I did let them get to me. And my father, you know, my father, my mother, and my girlfriend really said, you're not going to stay here. You're going to get away like you've been doing for the past 2 years, but you just have a little bump in the road. And without them, I would not be where I am completely. I would be back home working and wasting my life away. So, you know, I just want to say thank you, Pops, thank you, Mama, thank you, Peyton. I love y'all, and I thank y'all for getting me the way I am today. Thank you for making me the man who I am today, and thank you, God.
Not only did Drew win National Comeback Player of the Year as well, but he was the only offensive lineman to start all 13 games this season. Drew, congratulations. This year's Staff Member of the Year, which was voted on by the senior staff for Georgia Southern Athletics, is based on the Eagles acronym: excellence, accountability, grit, leadership, enthusiasm, and service. This year's winner, from Student Athlete Services, Yvette Crick.
Just want to say congratulations, Miss Yvette. We appreciate everything you do for our guys, and we just want to thank you for all the effort that you put into our student athletes. Once again, congratulations and GATA.
Coach, thank you for those kind words, and Yvette, congratulations. Eagle Nation, now we're going to honor this year's All-Academic Team, sponsored by Northland Communications. The All-Academic Team goes to the member of each team with the highest cumulative GPA with a minimum of 60 credit hours at Georgia Southern. Here are the members of this year's All-Academic Team. From baseball, Braxton Johns. From football, Traver Vleen. From men's basketball, Jordan Walker. From men's soccer, Cody Prentice. From men's golf, Lucas Alaculpi. From men's tennis, Santiago Suarez. From women's basketball, Tatum Barber. From women's golf, Juliana Colette. From rifle, Lydia Odland. From women's soccer, Nicole Austin. From softball, Riley Waldrop. From women's swimming and diving, Elizabeth Kimmey. From women's tennis, Charlotte Van Diemen. From women's track and field, Marib Ngwandala. And from volleyball, Landon Jones. Congratulations to this year's All-Academic Team. Eagle Nation, it's now time to award the Victory of the Year, sponsored by Case IH Tidewater. You had 32 separate victories to vote on in another bracket-style competition, and Eagle Nation, here are the other 3 finalists. Men's basketball's victory over Georgia State. Football over Georgia State. And baseball over number 3 Georgia. And the winner is football's win at number 20 Appalachian State.
shifts right. Wirtz hands to Kennedy, push backwards, back of the 5, back forward, stretches for the goal line. He's got 6! Wings up, Eagle Nation. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Caleb Sperlin had him, but couldn't hold him. And Wesley Kennedy III has his 6th rushing touchdown in less than 4 games played this year. Snap good, hold good, low line drive kick. Bass is good!
Oh my!
And it was good by a lot. Tight right Brown from the left hash. 3rd and 3 at the 32. Wirtz on the pitch. Kennedy. King throws the block. Kennedy 35, 40, breaks the tackle. Kennedy up the near side. 40, in out territory. 35 to the 30. Get a look at those tail feathers. Wesley Kennedy is gone again. Wings up, Eagle Nation. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. 68-yard touchdown run for Wesley Kennedy III. Left hash, same formation. Bunch trips off to the right. Here comes the motion they didn't get. That's from Murray. Wirtz still having the football. Browns walk down the middle. Wirtz is wide open. Splitting the hashes 40. 35 to the 30. Does he have enough? 20, 15, 10, 5. He's got 6. Wings up, Eagle Nation. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. You can hear the yelling from the booth next door. Georgia Southern defeats number 20 Appalachian State 24-21. For the first time in a dozen years, they have scaled the mountain and they have planted that GS flag. Taking down the highest ranked team in the history of the Sun Belt. App's winning streak, done. Home winning streak, done. In the last 15 games, one team has beaten App State, and Georgia Southern has done it twice. And you can bet your bottom dollar it is absolutely well with my soul in the shadow of Howard's Knob.
This year's Scholar Athlete of the Year, sponsored by Northland Communications, goes to a junior or senior that has maintained a 3.0 GPA or higher. Student athletes are evaluated on 3 separate categories: 50% academics, 30% athletics, and 20% community service and leadership. Let's meet this year's female finalists.
It's been pretty fun. I got to meet a lot of people from different cultures, travel everywhere. So it's been amazing. A lot of people don't get that experience, so it's been fun.
Honestly, my experience here at Georgia Southern has been a roller coaster of ups and downs, where the downs have made me stronger than ever, and the ups has been one of my best times of my life. And being a student athlete at Georgia Southern has made me grow into the person I am today.
Honestly, it's been the best 4 years. I'm, sad that it's coming to an end, but it's allowed me to grow as an individual. Just with the opportunities I've been able to have, I'm a SAC representative for softball. Just growing, becoming closer with different athletes, getting 22 sisters on the softball field, meeting my professors, all the advisors that has helped me out. So. Honestly, this place is going to be missed.
It's been a really memorable experience. I would say that I feel extremely prepared for life after sport, you know, graduating and stuff. I've made friendships and relationships that I hope will last a lifetime here, and I'm extremely grateful for Georgia Southern and just getting to stumble upon it.
So my time here, being that it was my first time in America, it was good because I first landed in New York and I was like, I can't live here. You know, it was not easy, but when I flew down here, I was like, actually, I like it down here. So it helped me cope up, you know, being 1,000 miles away from home. People can tell you it's not easy, and I can tell you it's not easy until you're in that position. Yeah, some days are really bad, but the people surrounding you makes it better.
Good question. I think it's been a lot of life lessons, not just on the range, but off of it as well. I've really had Coach to thank for that. You know, throughout the 4 years, I've learned a lot about myself. It's been a battle of passion. It's been a battle of perseverance and integrity. And I've really learned that those core values are truly what define me. And so I really discovered myself at Georgia Southern. I not only discovered myself, but I pushed myself up and beyond what I ever expected that I could do. And, you know, once an Eagle, always an Eagle. I'm always going to look back at Georgia Southern and be like, this is the place where I found out who I was and what I was capable of. And now I'm taking that, I'm not stopping. I'm going to go every single year and see just how much I can do. And I'm excited to see what the future holds.
My time here as a student athlete has been nothing but a privilege. I wouldn't have had this opportunity back home, so I can only thank everybody who's been involved in the process and given me this great experience that I wouldn't have had if I hadn't come here. So
I've had an awesome time here at Georgia Southern. I feel like I've grown so much from where I was coming out of high school and now how I've grown as a woman on and off the field. I've made a lot of great lifelong friends on my team. Not only that, I think the atmosphere at Georgia Southern, having everyone be so passionate about athletics and academics, really makes it a place to thrive for me and like what I value. So
it's exceeded all my expectations. I've had the best experience. I've had not only like been able to get an awesome education and compete at the next level, but made lifelong friends and been welcomed with open arms into the community.
Here to announce this year's female winner is Director of Athletics, Jared Benko.
Thanks, Danny. It goes without saying academics is paramount as part of the student-athlete experience here at Georgia Southern. Before we announce tonight's winners, I want to give a special thanks to Harry and Brenda Carter for their generous donation for this award. I'm pleased to announce tonight the female winner is Ashley Cabell.
Now let's hear from each of our male finalists.
My time here as a student athlete has been awesome. I couldn't ask for better support from my teammates, the coaches, the community. If I had to go back and do it again, I'd do it the exact same way.
The relationships that I have created with my teammates and coaches have really made me become a better baseball player and better person as a whole. And I believe with all the help from Cone Hall and Catherine and Coach Hennon, I believe that I am set up to be successful for my life after baseball.
Well, I think it's great. Well, I can relate it to life a lot. You know, it's like a roller coaster. There's ups and downs, there's good days, bad days, there's busy days. But the skills that I've been learning throughout the years because of my athletic experience here, I mean, I'm gonna take them with me forever, and they will help me throughout in my academic life, in my work life, at job, and I'm sure it's gonna help me in the future. And also all the memories I created with my teammates, that's something that's gonna stay with me forever.
I think it's been great. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty competitive. I would have loved to win like something with the team, but that wasn't possible. But still, I take a lot of memories. And I also learn a lot about my teammates, coaching staff, and the people around here. So it's been great so far.
Definitely been challenging. Been through a lot of adversity, but you know, I've overcame it all. You know, it's been fun. It's been fun. You know, a lot of ups and downs, but a lot of more high than there was lows. I wouldn't trade this experience for nothing. It's made me who I am today. And I'm thankful for all the relationships I've built along the way. Yeah.
And now to announce the male winner, here's Jared Benko.
Thanks again, Danny. It gives me great pleasure to announce our Male Scholar Athlete of the Year, Santiago Suarez. Congratulations to both of tonight's winners and the deserving honorees.
Eagle Nation this year was filled, like it always is, with amazing moments and fantastic plays, and we gave you 32 of them to narrow down in another bracket-style effort to find this year's Play of the Year, sponsored by Citizens Bank. The other 3 finalists were Nora Fallness's goal versus Georgia State, Osgeir Christensen's goal versus Georgia State, and Parker Beatier's home run robbery at Georgia. And the winner for this year's Play of the Year is Rashad Bird's strip sack touchdown at Minnesota.
Only Kendrick Duncan is deep, single high safety. Eagles blitz, they bring 7. Morgan a throw, he was hit, the ball's out! It's back free inside the 35, Eagles recovered! It's Rashad Bird, he's gone! Wings up, Eagle Nation, touchdown, Georgia Southern!
At this time, we'd like to recognize our 2020 Georgia Southern cheerleading squad and all the sacrifices they have made throughout the season, especially our 5 seniors. From Douglasville, Georgia, Molly Hancock. From Madison, Georgia, Jordan Adcock. From Dublin, Georgia, Allie Souza. From Villa Rica, Georgia, Margot Solheim. And from Atlanta, Georgia, Jasmine Swarms. Ladies, we thank you for everything that you've done for Georgia Southern University. And now it's on to a portion of the program that has gained a lot of popularity over the last couple of years, the senior montage. Now, unfortunately for some of these seniors, their years were cut short for circumstances that were out of our control. But the hope is that they're going to return to this very segment next year. Let's roll.
My favorite memory was my junior year when we won semifinals in conference. I'm gonna miss my team and like all the friendships that I made throughout the 3 years that I was here.
My favorite memory at Georgia Southern as a student athlete would probably have to be when I dunked in my first game this season. My adrenaline was going. That was really good, really great. What I miss most is probably my teammates. When we're on the road, we're really close together, and we were playing video games and just talking. So that's probably the thing I'm gonna miss most.
I'd probably say the 2018 season as a whole. Just coming off of a 2-10 season and seeing the success and the hard work pay off. When I look back at my experience here, that's what I'm gonna think of. My guys, really, just the bonds that I've made day in, day out, going through the grind with all these guys. It's tough to build a brotherhood like that, and I'm gonna miss these guys.
I'd say my favorite memory as a golfer, student athlete here at Georgia Southern would have to be when we won the Shinkle in front of the Eagle Nation my junior year. We were 5 strokes down going to the last round, and we ended up winning by 13, I believe. And so to have my teammates there and my family and familiar faces, it was pretty special to win that one in front of Eagle Nation. I'm going to miss my teammates. Having movie night at 1024 and just being able to travel the world too. We've been to Hawaii, Bahamas, playing golf, which is pretty special, and very thankful for Georgia Southern for that. And that's what I'm going to miss the most.
My favorite memory would have to be in 2018 when we beat App State and we stormed the field. I'm going to miss seeing my best friends every day.
My favorite memory is going to Spain with my teammates and just making memories with my teammates.
My favorite memory is probably committing here and just coming down here and spending time with my team and the family. Probably just the city in general. It's a peaceful town. It's something I like to stay in.
My favorite memory here at Georgia Southern is probably my junior year. We beat Wake Forest. Big game, ACC opponent. That was pretty big for me. I knocked down some pretty big free throws that game, so I was excited. That's probably one of my favorite memories. Just the brotherhood on this team that we built. We all kind of tight, but we all are tight. It's just fun being around those guys and just, I don't know, just learning new things about, different people. So it's pretty exciting.
My favorite memory here is last year when we played Georgia State. You feel me? Our fans, they showed a lot of love and their fans came out, you feel me? Had a blast that game. What I'm gonna miss most about Georgia Southern, the fans, my teammates for sure, because I'm with them every day, 24/7. I mean, there's a lot, you feel me? There's a lot I'm gonna miss about Georgia Southern, so I can't really put my finger on it.
My favorite memory as a student athlete at Georgia Southern was when we took Louisiana Lafayette into 3 overtimes in the Sun Belt tournament. The thing I'm gonna miss most is probably being in such a family-oriented environment.
My favorite memory comes from freshman year when I got my first start and I tied the school record for made threes. Definitely gonna miss all the people. Georgia Southern has given me the opportunity to make a lot of friendships and connections, so I'm definitely gonna miss that.
My favorite memory are game days at Hanner. I'm gonna miss the people and the school pride that goes along with being a student athlete at Georgia Southern. My favorite memory would have to be storming the field after football beat App State at home. The thing I'm gonna miss the most are the people, but especially my teammates.
My favorite memory would have to be my sophomore year. The last game of regular season, we played Troy, and we ended up losing 5-0. But the first conference game that we played in the tournament, we played them, and we ended up beating them 2-1. And just seeing the look on their faces, like, oh my gosh, like they actually can do it. That was great. I'm definitely gonna miss my teammates. It's the best group of girls I've ever met in my life. There have been a lot of ups and downs throughout these 4 years, and they've been by my side the whole time, and I just wish them the best.
My favorite memory was scoring my first collegiate goal my freshman year against Troy in double overtime. I'm going to miss just having a great go-to group of girls whenever I need them.
My favorite memory from playing softball here at Georgia Southern has been being able to travel to places that I've never gotten to go before with teammates that started out as strangers and became really close family. I'm going to miss the academic aspect of Georgia Southern most. I really got to know a lot of my professors, and I'm really excited to be able to keep into contact with them as I graduate and move on into the workforce, and I never would have had that opportunity at another school.
My favorite memory playing basketball at Georgia Southern would have to be beating Georgia State my senior year. The whole gym was electric and there were so many people, and we really got to blow them out by 25, so it was a great win. I'm going to miss the community here in Statesboro. Everything from my teammates who are like family to me to the whole athletics department to the way that everybody supports athletics here. I think it's been amazing, and I've loved the platform I've had the last 4 years.
I'd say my favorite memory was definitely my junior year when we played Louisiana Lafayette in the tournament, and we ended up winning in 13 innings. It was by far the most fun game of baseball I've ever played in my life. I'd say what I miss most is definitely my teammates. They came here not knowing everybody, but we left as a family, and I think that's what's going to stick with me the most.
What I'll miss most about Georgia Southern is playing alongside of my teammates and the brotherhood that we had. All the away trips that we went to, it was just hard to not feel like you're a part of a family, and it was just fun being part of a culture that represented winning.
Favorite memory has to be beating App State in Boone. Great win. We all wanted to celebrate, but nobody wanted to celebrate outside. I'm gonna miss the family, and more specifically about the family, I'm gonna miss getting to meet and see the new generation of Georgia Southern football grow.
My favorite memory would be getting to travel for spring break last year to Costa Rica with Athletes in Action, and give water filters to families in need. It was just really cool to see the culture over there and just to grow closer with other athletes here at Georgia Southern. I'm really going to miss my team. We're like a family, and they're all like my sisters, and we've just been through a lot over the last 4 years, and I'm just really going to miss all the fun times that we have together.
I think my favorite memory here would be when we beat Georgia State last year. It was a very fun game. We run-rolled them, and like we made the first baseman really mad, so it was a lot of fun. Definitely gonna miss my teammates, and like before the semester, how we go to the water park collectively. I think that was a lot of fun too. So definitely just the atmosphere and my teammates.
My favorite memory from Georgia Southern is definitely all the traveling and just being on the field with my teammates and all the fun experiences that we have together. I'm definitely going to miss my teammates. I love being on the field and playing with them. I love seeing them every single day and just all around being with them.
My favorite memory as a student athlete at Georgia Southern was probably my first time passing the GATA run, because I knew I wouldn't have to run it again. The thing that I'm going to miss most about being an Eagle is spending time with the people that started out as teammates, coaches, and trainers and turned into family.
My favorite memory as a student athlete here at Georgia Southern is the first time that I scored at conference my freshman year at indoor. We ran the DMR and we got third, and that was pretty great. I'm going to miss my coach, Coach Carter and Coach Penn. I'm going to miss them a lot and their guidance. And
my favorite memory was a trip to California last year with my teammates for the NCAA regionals. I'll definitely miss my teammates and coaches the most.
My favorite memory so far is probably at the beginning of last fall. We had probably one of the best runs in program history. I think we won twice as a team in 4 events, and we had the best freshman class in the whole nation, according to GolfStat, and I think we finished the fall ranked as a team like 30th. That was really cool. What I'm going to miss most about Statesboro is probably just the community, because they've been so embracing to all of athletics, especially the golf team. We have a lot of support at the Schenkel. We get a huge crowd out there, and really they're just rooting for everyone, even the team, even the individuals playing, and all the hosts that take care of the other teams. It just shows how important golf is to the Statesboro community.
My favorite memory was when the team won the Schenkel last year. That's an event that we worked towards all year. It's something that we want really bad, and to watch the guys come through the stretch and finish it off was really special. I'm gonna miss the camaraderie and competition with my teammates. I'm gonna miss all that time with those guys.
I think my favorite memory has been last year when we swept Georgia State. I don't think we've ever really swept them all the way, but last year we blew them out of the water. I think I'm gonna miss just the friendships I've built through different sports, and especially my teammates. But even though I'm moving on to a new chapter, I know that I'll always have them in my corner.
My favorite memory was my sophomore year when the whole athletic department evacuated to Birmingham and we took a trip. I'll miss my teammates the most.
My favorite memory at Georgia Southern is definitely senior night, and what I'm going to miss most are all my best friends here.
My favorite memory from Georgia Southern is senior night when all of our parents were together for the first time. And what I'm going to miss most is Reggie and Kayla at Cone Hall.
My favorite memory was getting to spend time with my teammates and getting to build that family away from home. I'll miss traveling with my team and getting to go to away meets and competing with them.
My favorite memory was winning the Sun Belt regular season my freshman year. I'll miss traveling and spending time with my teammates the most.
Beating Georgia State. Rooming with Scotty on a away trip.
My favorite memory at Georgia Southern is my Sun Belt Conference junior year, where we beat the #1 seed App State, and then in the semifinals we beat #4 seed and advanced to the finals. What I will miss most about Georgia Southern is being around my teammates and best friends and just having everyone around.
My favorite memory at Georgia Southern is never losing to App State. My favorite win would be the semi-conference win last year where we beat them 3-0. The thing I miss most about Georgia Southern is practicing with my teammates, preferably rondos and boxes before practice.
My favorite memory is when I won conference my junior year. I will miss being part of the golf team and my teammates and seeing them every day.
My favorite memory of Georgia Southern was my freshman year, where we went undefeated at home with a 12-0 record.
What I miss most about Georgia Southern is definitely the people, just being around my teammates, the bond and the brotherhood that we've created.
My favorite memory from Georgia Southern is welcoming Nevaeh and her family into our program. What I'll miss most about Georgia Southern is the fun nights I got to spend with my teammates.
Beating Georgia State this year on our home court for the doubleheader game. I will miss the fans and the people the most. I made a lot of friends and met a lot of people that had an impact on my life, so that's what I miss the most.
My favorite memory was just playing volleyball for the 3 times I did.
My favorite memory was when actually we played Georgia State, and I think that was probably the biggest crowd we had, and the atmosphere was the best atmosphere game that I've had since I've been here. I would definitely miss my teammates. I've only been here for a short amount of time, but this is the best group of girls I've been with, and I'll definitely miss everyone on the team.
Going into triple overtime in New Orleans in the Sun Belt tournament.
My favorite memory from Georgia Southern was probably about 2 hours ago when I found out I was getting ranked nationally with my doubles partner Santi, so shout out Santi. Probably the team, just being around the guys every day, living with these guys, traveling with these guys, competing with them, so definitely the teammates.
My favorite memory for sure is beating Miami in doubles. They were ranked number 7. Which with other wins lead us to get ranked in the nation with my doubles partner Murphy. I mean, we just found out and it's just crazy. For sure the people, I mean, I think a place is made by the people that's here, like my friends, my teammates, some professors, but everything about it I'm gonna miss.
My favorite memory, I have many to be honest, but my favorite would be when my team went for a trip to Tybee Beach. I actually love it so much that I'm planning on going for my master's in fine arts here.
My favorite memory will probably be against ULM my freshman year. I had my first pass breakup, and you know the crowd went crazy. We had the crowd record here, so it made me feel right at home up here. I miss a lot, you know, mostly being with my teammates, some of my former teammates. You know, it's kind of hard saying goodbye, and you know, you kind of made a name for myself down here in Statesboro, so it's gonna be kind of hard to just leave it behind.
Favorite memories of definitely scoring at Georgia State in front of my fam. That was dope. What I'm miss about school, Georgia Southern, probably the food. It's free. Take advantage because the real world sucks.
Just creating friends here, friendships and relationships that I built over the 3-4 years that I've been here, man. Just hanging out with my friends. Everybody knows season Saturday, so just going to that, having conversations, eating good, so that for sure. Pretty much like I said before, just the relationships, man. I mean, Georgia Southern is it's a small town, so everybody know everyone, so it's a big family environment. So I mean, I'm really miss it a lot.
My favorite memory, I would say, first ever bowl game. We won back in 2015, my freshman year. Just the experience of being with a team who really committed and wanted to win, something special, and that's what we did. So that was probably my favorite memory here at Georgia Southern. What I'm gonna miss most is the brotherhood and all the people that I met over my years here. Like, it was special. So I appreciate them and I appreciate everybody who helped me, but I'm definitely gonna miss my brothers and everybody else who helped me on my way through college.
My favorite memory, I would have to say winning the first bowl game, the Raycon Media Bowl game. Well, not the first one, but the first one I actually played in, so yeah, that's the best moment. The relationships I had with my brothers, like I can call on them for anything, they knew they can call on me for anything. That's the brotherhood.
It's a good question. I would say my favorite memory would be the Camellia Bowl 2 years ago. I think that was just an incredible game, and played like a team, and it was a fun time. We had a good time in the locker room. Oh man, I'm gonna miss my brothers. Put a lot of hard work into this. Put 5 years in it. Grinded, sweated together. Went through some ups, went through some downs. So I'm gonna miss them. So yeah.
Playing football has been my favorite memory. Playing football. Thank you.
My favorite memory here, really the grind. You know, just being able to wake up every morning and fight for another opportunity to get better. Just doing it with everybody around me, all my brothers. It's exciting to do that. And I'll miss that the most, honestly. I'll miss most, maybe the free food. You know, just waking up, going down the hall and eat.
probably miss that too.
We'd like to thank all of you for being part of this year's virtual Guspy Awards. And as we close, we remind you of some of the top moments you've seen throughout the year, presented by Morris Bank. Here is the season-ending highlight video. Thank you again, GATA.
Crank it up. Hey, that's dope. Stack it up. Shake it. Shake it.